future park residents. I'm Jake, your RCD, coming to you live from my office here in Park House. I'm excited you tuned back in. We got a lot of really important information for you this week. We're going to be talking to you about the traditions within Park Mudd, just give you a small sampling of that. Some of the things that we do every year that make your experience distinct from other residents living in other places. We're going to talk to you about the College Council and how to get involved, including some of the positions that are going to be up for election in mid-September. We really hope you get involved in that if that's right up your alley. And then lastly, I'm going to lay out some challenges for you on some things that we're hoping that every resident gets involved in throughout the year to make us the best residential college. So it's not just something that we say, but something that we actually do and achieve. Just a few quick reminders. If you didn't get a chance to watch last week's welcoming video, please go back and watch that. There's a lot of good stuff there. We also want you to join the Park Mudd Events 2009-2010 group on Facebook. That way we get everybody in there. We can send out information on events. And I really strongly suggest that you find your floor Facebook group so you can start connecting with your floor mates and feel like you actually know some of the people that you're going to be living around when you move in on August 20th, okay? So without any further ado, I'm going to hand it over now to the Pirate, who's going to walk you through the traditions, some challenges, and the College Council. And I'll see you next week. Thanks. Good day, mates! Welcome back to the Pirate Ship. So let's get started with some of the basics of the traditions of Park Mudd Residential College. So that you know, our colors are black and red. Every residential college has colors. Those are ours. Very piratey, eh? We also have a mascot, which you also learned about last week, and a logo, which you are seeing on your screen now, which reflects the distinct shape of Park Mudd buildings. You'll see that everywhere, even on the website. So, before we get into some of the programs that are traditional in Park Mudd that we have year after year after year, I want to lay out a couple of challenges to you as new recruits to the pirate ship. And these things will become traditions, if they haven't already. There are 4 ways that each residential college competes with each other throughout the year. The first of these is Go Cross Campus, an online-style risk game where the board is a virtual map of Washington University's campus. Last year, Park Mudd residents hoisted the black flag over the rest of the South 40 and beat all of the other residential areas by taking over the whole map. The only way you do this is by getting all hands on deck. So when this game starts in the fall, I expect you all to get involved and help us win this game so that we can be the best residential college on the game in the Gold Cross campus. Okay? The second way that residential colleges compete throughout the year is the IM Points League. It's a big silver cup that I would like to have housed here in Park Mudd, but I can't do it alone, especially with this hook. So, sign up for IM Points Leagues throughout the year by signing up for IM Sports and telling them that you live in Park Mudd on the registration sheet. If we get enough teams participating in every sport, we will be the IM Points League champion. Aye! The third way that we compete with all the other residential colleges is through the Residential College Olympics that takes place in April. There's everything from a 5K to playing chess to playing Twister to tug of war to basketball and football and things like that. Again, the more people we get involved, the better we do. Because the more teams, the more points. And the Wayman Crow Residential College has won this trophy for years and years and years. And it's time that the Pirates take what's rightfully theirs. Aye! So, in April, all hands on deck. And let's set a new tradition of winning the Residential College Olympics. Aye? So, and then lastly, and we started this tradition last year, and I would like to keep it going, would be to win College Council of the Year. We'll get more into what College Council is here in a minute, but it's important for you to know that there's a big piece of hardware there in that trophy that is housed currently in Park Mudd that we would like to have stay here. And we only get to be College Council of the Year if we not only put great programs on for those of you looking to get involved, but then also we have lots of residents coming out and getting involved in the events that we do. We'll do all kinds of fun stuff. You find something for you. Come out, support our College Council so that we can be, for the second year in a row, Washington University's College Council of the Year right here in Park Mudd. So let's talk about some of the traditional programs, shall we? And I'm only going to give you a few highlights. I want you to do this, though. Go to the website, parkmud.woostel.edu, and click on PM Info and look at both the traditions and the awards tab. These are a very big part of what we do in Park Mudd. There are hundreds and hundreds of programs that we do throughout the year, but there are several that are standard and that we will do every year. And it's part of living in Park Mudd that you do these things. And I want you to know about it. Some of the highlights I want to touch on. We have dinner derbies 3 to 4 times a year. It's where we bring in great food from off campus. You buy a ticket. The money from the ticket sales goes to a charity. We've raised a lot of money for a lot of really great charities because you've supported those programs, and we'd like to see that continue. Another tradition is what we call Strengths Quest. It's done by Gallup. You get a code, you take a test, and it takes you and it gives you your top 5 strengths. It's a very individual program. We do a facilitation in the fall and in the spring. It helps you get to understand yourself better and how to use those strengths to your advantage. We also plant a tree every year. We have a big commitment to sustainability here in Park Mudd. We hope that all of you recycle and have a green community here in Park. But then one of our things that we do actively to have a more sustainable community is to actually plant a tree on campus in honor of you, the Park Mudd Pirates. And we'll continue to do this. Finally, we have a new tradition this year that we're starting, and we're hoping that you get involved and get it going, sparked, and so that can go on for years and years and years. It's a tradition that we do community service and work with a local homeless shelter, soup kitchen, and we provide all the transportation and the needs to do this community service. You just need to get motivated and get involved. And so we'll have this once a month, and you can do it. And more details to come on that as this program comes to fruition. So those are some of the highlights. Let's talk about the College Council, shall we? The College Council is actually a group of students who put on a lot of these programs that we're talking to you about today and get students motivated to do lots and lots of great things. And you can be involved in this College Council. It's an elected position for both freshmen and upper class. The 4 executive positions are the most heated elections. There's a president, there's a vice president, there's a treasurer, and there's a secretary. And I think that their jobs are pretty self-explanatory. And then we have 4 assembly reps. The assembly reps go to the larger Congress of the South 40 and represent Park Mudd in front of all the other residential colleges. And it's very important that we get 4 people that are very, very committed to being assembly reps in those positions, because attendance at the Congress impacts our ability to be College Council of the Year, which is a very big goal of ours. So, after the assembly reps, we also have 8 to 10 College Council reps, and each one of those College Council reps gets a very individual job. Some of them will include the historian, which is really just a photographer to take pictures of all the events, and so that we have them at the end of the year and archived what we've done as a group. Others include advertising, being in charge of the advertising and publicity for all the events. Maybe that's right up your alley. We've been lucky and had good advertising in the past. Another big job is to actually take the lead coordinating Res College Olympics and the IM Points League. Another College Council rep will take the lead on putting together our bid for the College Council of the Year. Every College Council rep will have a unique job, and that's something that's unique to our College Council and helps us make it so successful, because not only are we putting on great events and programs throughout the year, but we're doing all these little things behind the scenes to make Park Mudd the best that it can possibly be. So, if you're looking to have a student leadership role right off the bat and in our community, College Council's for you. Email me at acton@woostel.edu or find me on Facebook, whatever works for you, to get more information. And let's get you set up to be a student leader through the College Council once the elections come in September. So, there you have it. A really quick and brief crash course of traditions in College Council. I've also laid out some challenges for you. Let's make this the best year it can possibly be. Good day, mates.